What's up, Army? Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for choosing to share this space with me. I hope you're doing well. As you can see, I'm going to do another sand reading because that was a lot of fun. I really liked it a lot. I did. Um, it's kind of like, how do I explain it? It's like the cards, whatever cards you're using, I'm using, speak for myself. They are, they lead the mind with the pictures. You know what I'm saying? It helps with channeling. It helps with getting the point across. It helps with seeing things because there's the pictures, even the charms, like the specific energies that those things represent. Um, and I find myself kind of getting, what's the word? Like pigeonholed and seeing certain cards certain ways. And the sand is like music with no words. The energy is just allowed to flow where it wants to flow, and it was a lot of fun, and I'm gonna give it a try again. So if you're not into that, then I guess I'll catch you next time. I don't know. I've been channeling since last night this song Paramore. I'm pretty sure it's like The Only Exception, or You Are, I know the chorus is You Are the Only Exception. I think the name of the song is The Only Exception. And it's this energy of giving up on love, having all of these negative experiences and negative examples, parents that are divorced, failed relationships, all of these things that kind of make somebody jaded towards love. And then there's somebody that comes in that makes a person feel like they're the only exception, that makes a person feel like they're willing to give it one more shot. I'm also getting this like this darker energy that wants to show itself. It goes along with my shirt. My shirt is Death by Confetti. Shout out to Johnny Depp. Thank you for the shirt. Thank you for your art exhibit and the experience of seeing inside your brain and your soul a little bit. That was really cool. But the energy is almost like the dark side of fame, and the dark side of fame in the sense of I don't know how to explain it, of like praising somebody too much to the point that it dehumanizes them. To the point that they lose themselves a little bit or almost feel empty without the praise. It's like this catch-22 energy where a person could feel empty without the praise and empty with it at the same time. That's only going to make sense to people that have experienced it. Again, too much praise can dehumanize a person. Not enough praise can dehumanize a person, and it's this energy of not knowing who you are, or not knowing if someone is tuned into you because of the fate, like feeling like people don't genuinely connect with you because of all of the confetti, the fanfare. It's the energy of being in a room full of people and feeling alone, feeling like you're not really heard, like you're not really seen. Not being able to break past a facade or an image that not an image by that's like created by other people. People tend to see celebrities as that image. Sometimes people will see celebrities as flawless because of their image. Again, it dehumanizes a person. It doesn't give allowance to their humanness. I don't know how else to explain it. The expectation that a person is perfect because of their fanfare, if that makes any sense. And like these things can be blamed on society. You could easily make it other people's fault for not seeing you. But whether you're famous or you're just Joe Schmo that works at 7-Eleven, the reason the acceptance of other people can either make or break you is because you haven't accepted yourself. Going into something like that, going into anything, any situation, any room, it doesn't matter where you are in regards to the standards of the world. Walking into any room and not feeling good enough, or not feeling seen, not feeling heard, is a very strong indication that you are not seeing yourself, feeling yourself, and hearing yourself and responding to your own needs. Putting your value in the hands of other people will always dehumanize you. It will always make you feel like you're not enough and not doing enough, because there's that saying, when you live for the acceptance of others, you will die by their rejection. Something to that effect. That's this energy that I'm picking up on right now. It's learning to love yourself, because it's never enough for other people, right? Like, you can be the hero one minute and then choose to do something for yourself that they don't agree with, and all of a sudden you're wrong. It's superficial praise. It's superficial approval. It's the kind of approval of, I approve of you as long as you're doing what I want you to do. And the minute you're not doing what I want you to do or expect you to do, you fail. And when we place our importance in other people, it's this constant up and down, give or take. What do I do? Like, damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? So you might as well follow your heart. That's one of our cards. That's one of the things that we say over here all the time. You might as well follow your heart. Where is your heart? Where is your heart? And if you do something or don't do something out of a fear of whether or not someone or something else is going to accept you, you fail yourself. Don't let your loyalty become your slavery. Never trade honesty for company. It's shit we say over here all the time, and it's all true. It's all true. Do no harm, take no shit. As long as you're not hurting anyone and you're following your heart, that's all that matters. And this This dark energy is this. This energy is trying to teach. This energy is trying to say, this energy wants somebody to acknowledge its presence. It's the energy of not acknowledging your own shadow. It's the energy of not acknowledging your own fears. It's the energy of feeling that need to always be perfect, always be smiling, always be above fear. It's the energy of a toxic spirituality that teaches to reject negative emotions and reject, like, as soon as something negative comes your way, reject it, rebuke it, repel it. And that's not the answer. It's really asking what this energy is trying to show you, asking what this energy is trying to teach you. And 9 times out of 10, it's something within us that is presenting itself outside of us, so that we can look within and recognize it within ourselves, acknowledge that we hold a fear, acknowledge that we hold a behavior, even acknowledge addiction, Spirit just said. It's this energy of like, not me, no, not me, never, 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 right? But nobody is flawless. Nobody is holier than thou. Nobody is happy all the time. And there's somebody here in this energy that I'm picking up on right now that feels the need to people please, to be happy all the time, to not talk about when something's bothering them because they don't want to bother other people with it. That energy of, I don't want to bother you, right? And then there's that saying, those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Who is that? Dr. Seuss. Recognizing that people that are in your life for genuine reasons will accept all of you, your light and your dark, as long as there's growth, as long as there's self-awareness, as long as there's accountability. Because nobody is going to put up with abuse for an eternity, right? Maybe they will. I don't know. But to go through life without accountability, without change, without growth, Tupac, we're made to either grow. What is it? We're made to grow. You either evolve or you disappear. At some point, without growth, you end up pushing everybody out of your life. And that's bringing me back to that that song, right? You can take your negative experiences towards love and just push everybody out and say, no, 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 I'm not even going there. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt. Personally, I'd rather take the risk. Getting hurt, being disappointed again, yeah, that sucks, but it's better than shutting everybody out. Relationships are so important. We need other people. I went through a lot of my life convincing myself that I didn't need other people because it was just easier that way. It's easier to say, I got it. Until I realized I was dealing with addiction and I needed help. I needed other people. And those other people got me through. Saying I need help, there's nothing wrong with that. And if somebody rejects you for that, rejects you for being imperfect, that is not somebody that needs to be in your life. Okay. Let's get into this. Even though I feel like 15 minutes in, holy shit, 15:15 when I said that. I feel like I already got into a lot of the channeled message. Um so let's just see. Give me a minute. I keep hearing that song. What is that song? I'm hearing another one. Walk this way. Hey, hey. I don't know what song that is. I'm sorry. Seeing somebody's hand, like somebody's putting their hand up, like stop, like stop. Somebody's like had enough, like somebody's being stopped in their tracks. I just heard you're not gonna hurt them anymore. Like somebody's defending somebody else. Somebody's like you there's no justification for what you're doing. There's zero justification for what you're doing. Somebody's putting a stop to something. I'm hearing stop in the name of love before you break my heart. There's a lot of emphasis on this fear of love, this fear of intimacy, but deciding to go for it anyway. If somebody is accepting their own vulnerability, recognizing their own vulnerability, it's acceptance, it's recognition, it's almost a surrender to their own vulnerability. It's like there's this energy of like I can't, like somebody has been trying to ignore, I'm hearing the word abolish feelings towards someone or something, and they just can't, like they can't, they keep trying and they can't, and it's like there's no way around it. And I'm hearing I could either ignore it for the rest of my life and be miserable, or ask the questions I'm most afraid to ask and find out the truth. So somebody is willing to take a risk for their own sanity. I just heard they're willing to take a risk. It's like it damned if you do, damned if you don't. You might as well follow your heart. It's like they can't stay where they are. They can't stay in this limbo place, and trying to make it go away, trying to ignore it is not working. It's like that's how, like, the law of attraction, the law of the universe actually works. The more you try to ignore something, the bigger it is, because the universe doesn't know the word no. The universe doesn't know the word. It doesn't, the universe doesn't know negative words. It just knows what you're focused on and gives you more of that. The universe is always bending to your will, and the universe just gives you more of whatever you're focused on. That's why it's like that's why all this fucking, like, the spell work that people do, it backfires eventually, because if you are focused on someone, I don't want them to be successful, I don't want them to be successful, I don't want them to be successful, and they keep becoming successful, it's because you're focused on their success inadvertently. Does that make sense? This person is like, I don't want to think about it, I don't want to think about it, I don't want to think about it, and it's all they can think about. And they just have to know. They just have to know. They just have so many questions, because there's this spiritual knowing that they have. There's this, it's almost this it's this curiosity that they keep telling themselves they don't need to know, because they're afraid. It's the energy of like, nobody has ever made me feel like this, and it fucking terrifies me. It's that energy of you're the only exception. It's what does that mean? You know, somebody's afraid that they're walking into the biggest heartbreak of their life, but at the same time, it breaks their heart to not be a part of somebody else's life. It's like, again, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Might as well follow your heart. It's like I can't. What is that song? I can't live with or without you. It's like there's this fear to live with somebody, and then there's this fear of never living with somebody. It's a very, this person is like caught between a rock and a hard place, and the only answer is to release themselves. It just fucking go for it and find out. And it's like you take the hits. If it hits you, if it bites you, if it then you take it, and you know, and you can move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy. That's the energy I'm getting. I just heard making a mountain out of a molehill. Somebody has just been overthinking something for so long. I'm seeing again, not again. I don't know why I said I'm seeing again. I'm seeing like if you cut yourself and it leaves a scar, and then you cut the scar, and then when it heals, the scar is bigger, and then you cut the scar, and when it heals, the scar is bigger and bigger, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Or when you like bite your tongue or your cheek, and then you just keep biting it over and over again. I'm seeing that. Like that's how this person has made a mountain out of a molehill, because they just keep overthinking something. And every time they overthink something, they pile more excuses on top of it and more excuses on top of it, instead of just somebody is making themselves a prisoner in their own minds. It's like the line has been drawn, right? And there's certain there's just like, it's like your move, right? It's not checkmate. It's your move. Like somebody's like, it's your move. Like, are you gonna cross the line, or are you gonna stay where you are? Like, are you just gonna like not move? Like, you just gonna like not do? This person has been immobilized by fear for a very long time, like afraid to step over some kind of line. And it's not a boundary so much, it's this line of like, they got to meet someone or something halfway. Like they I don't know what they expect. They expect somebody to just come all the way to them, and it's like the energy of like that, but they did. It's like the door was open for like a really long time, and now it's like, I'm seeing like somebody opened the door, walked through it, and like came to them, like approached them, and they were like, "So you're gonna come with me?" And this person just like froze up, and the other person is just like, are you coming? Are you like, are we gonna like, is this gonna happen? And they're just frozen. They just don't say anything. They don't talk about their feelings. They just don't say anything. They're just like frozen and stuck. And the person is like, all right, well, I'm gonna go. Yeah. And like they left, right? And they left the door. They still left the door open for a little while. They're like, I'm gonna be over here, like doing my thing, but the door is open if you want to. Like, I can't force you to walk through the door. The door is open if you want to, like, you know, chill. Like, we could, the door. And then it's like it started to get cold, you know what I'm saying? It started to get dark, and it started raining and snowing and shit, and this person's like, I gotta close this door. Like, are you gonna come in, or no? Because I gotta close the door. It's cold in here. and I got to protect myself from whatever's going on out there, and this person's just standing there like not moving. So then they close the door, and they're still standing outside the closed door, and it's like, okay, well, now you have to knock and state your purpose. And now that they're in the position that they have to knock, that they have to, it's not meet me halfway anymore. They got to go all the way up to the door and knock on the door and say what they want and explain themselves. Now they're like even more immobilized than they were before, but it's like they hate it out there in the cold. They don't like being on the other side of the closed door. So what are you going to do? Interesting. Interesting. You are the only exception. You are. Someone's deciding that somebody is the only exception. And it's like, I don't knock on anybody's door. Somebody has like set a standard. They've like that line, right? Like now you got to cross the line all the way. Now you got to come all the way over here. And this person's like, there's pride involved. I don't chase. I don't. But see, the thing is that they were chased and they didn't move. So now it's like, are you chasing or are you you're just trying to get that door? You know, like you just. It's the energy of like a missed opportunity, but it's not really a missed opportunity. It's like it's there. It's just you gotta, make more moves to get to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's there. Just gotta work for it. And this person like there's a little bit of pride behind having to work for it. But it's not really pride because it's like they feel like this person is worth it. You know, they feel like this person is worth it, but they're terrified. And it's a selfish fear and a judgmental fear. Like judging somebody, you're going to hurt me, you're going to hurt me, you're going to hurt me. And it's like in the past, this person has done that. You're going to hurt me, you're going to hurt me, you're going to hurt me. And it becomes this self-fulfilling prophecy. So this person really, Spirit is showing me like they really need to drop the past. They can't get through the door without dropping the past. They literally cannot, like they won't fit. They won't fit through the door if they don't drop the past. The door is like a past free. Like once you get cross that line, once you pass the door, it's a past free zone. It's not gonna fly. None of that past shit is gonna fly. None of that past behavior. None of that resentment, that anger, that this person did this to me, and okay, but this whatever they're moving towards, it's like none of that applies here. So it's either you want a fresh slate, it's either you want a fresh start, clean slate, or you want to hang on to the past. That's the line. Like, are you willing to step into your future? Are you willing to step into a better future? Do you believe you deserve, do you want a better future? Do you believe you deserve a better future? Spirit's showing me one of the cards that I made in the last couple of months, and it was like, if you want a better future, you have to stop letting the voices of the past manipulate you, or something to that effect. That's what I'm hearing. This person is haunted by the past, haunted by these terrible love examples, haunted by this fear is all based on the past, and it's like what you focus on grows. And if you cross that door with all of these old beliefs and all of these fears, there is a certain aspect of there will be healing. There will be healing. There will be proof that it's not the same, but God helps those who help themselves, right? You gotta take that step. You got to be willing to drop the fear, to drop the burdens, to drop the past, because again, there's no room for it in the future that you're trying to create. There's no room for it. There's no room for these resentments. There's no room for these assumptions. There's no room for these preconceived notions that are based on outdated beliefs and experiences. It's about taking the lessons and moving forward, knowing that you're going to be a better person. That's what matters. Knowing that you've healed your shit, knowing that you're willing to leave the past behind. The fear is a liar, and it just wants to keep you stuck in the past, keep you stuck in old behaviors and old patterns and old people. You know what I'm saying? Relationships at some point, they just become different faces with the same energy. And that same energy, we talked about recognizing the patterns in one of the last readings, right? That same energy is trying to teach you something. That's that dark energy that I was picking up on. That darkness is there to teach you. It's not there to hurt you. It's there to teach you. It's there to teach you how to be different, how to see different, how to believe different. Changing your beliefs, changing your patterns, changing your mind. Focusing on the best possible outcome instead of the worst case scenario. Stop making a mountain out of a molehill. Take that leap. It's like, how much longer are you willing to be stuck? You know? I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. And maybe I'll come back, pull some cards or something. I hope you got something out of this message. And if you're still with me, you already know you're a fucking real one. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. You're beautiful. I love you.